Yo, what's up guys, it's my PS Cam now. Today we're going to be playing Zelda Ocarina of Time with cheats mode activated.
You have to start here. St. Louis, Missouri.
I know.
And after just
I know I've been recently making live streams out of this, so yeah.
Parts of 14 states
I know.
are carved from this land. How did they
And
get
here's
their
something
shapes?
special. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So this is the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, better known as the Arch, the St. Louis Arch, but an iconic symbol of our expansion westward. And we had all this new territory, and we had to figure out how to turn it all into states.
It becomes an issue generally without slavery.
Anyways,
so what do you do with all
sorry
this
about that.
If you think about it, slavery is the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about, and Congress is looking the other way. This brings us to a firing point. We have to do something. So in 1820, we have a Missouri Compromise.
Congress draws a line across the Louisiana
Bombs.
Purchase. Every state below the line could have slaves. Every state
Nailed
above,
it.
with the exception of Missouri, could not. It's the scar on our map. This is the real division between North and South. Not the Mason-Dixon line, but this line at 36 degrees, 30 minutes.
This line really was the first battle line then in the Civil War. If we're dividing slave states and non-slave states.
That's correct. It's the West that's going to really make the friction in the Civil War because it's the West where these decisions have to be made. How do we divide this new territory?
Sorry, the camera's shaking.
Comes in. This is the line we're going to fight over every year in Congress from 1820 through the 1830s.
There is a tremendous
I didn't get a camera holder.
in Congress about where slavery begins and where slavery ends. That's when you start to see the numbers that aren't themselves.
Senator Charles Sumner was beaten by a fellow
Alright, I'm zooming in on Link.
with a cane.
You don't have a memory card yet.
Severely injured because of
Great.
comments he had
So if
made.
you wanted to work with the
Defending
phone,
one's spotless honor
stop video.
is something that you're willing to die
Until
about
you
because
do.
it means your future. It
And I got
means
news for
everything.
you. I'm getting a
What
memory
was it
card
like?
before you are.
In Missouri,
Ah!
Missouri is going to become
I
kind of
don't have
a
one. I don't even
tempest.
have a
It's going to
video,
become a
so-
very divided place. Right here in St. Louis, you've got slavery on this side of the river. On the
Hold
other
on.
side, we would have our
Oh, what
second
just
solution
happened?
is territory.
Anyways.
And we would fight each other. That's exactly correct.
It seems strange to think of so many duels on
This should be
American
my
soil.
new profile picture.
That would help determine the fate of our maps. But the coming Civil War, like the act of the duel,
I should take a
becomes
picture
matter of identity
and
and honor.
put it on.
This is a great microcosm for the war itself. The North saying, you can't leave our union. That trust is a
Hey, look,
sacred trust. And the South saying, you have injured our rights and you have taken away our way of life, and we have the right to leave the union.
Anyways.
It was basically that honor system that would turn into the greatest duel in American history, a 4-year duel that will leave over 650,000 Americans dead.
if the seeds of the Civil War were drawn here, how do we do this then?
Fighting
Very
Wouldn't I
funny.
turn my back to you and then count off the paces?
Unfortunately,
Whoa.
it's not the case here.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
more
whoa,
European
whoa, whoa.
style.
But
I could
wow!
just shoot you now, but
You could, and that would be very unchivalrous of it, that people would say bad things in the paper and you'd have to fight more duels. We're going to walk to a mark that our seconds have left for us.
No, actually, it's zoomed in the camera.
And face one another. Once the signal's given to go, you hold the trigger.
even at this point, a compromise can be reached.
Can be accomplished.
But in this case, I'm feeling up to shooting you.
Uh,
Sorry.
that's why they call it
Did I get you?
29.
Don't think so.
Great.
You think
No.
about the Civil War as being a North-South conflict.
I need to go
but it's really the
translate
North and the
that.
South both want to get to the West.
We probably have blank
Who's
bullets.
going to get to the West first? Who's going to get to the California gold fields? Who's going to get to the Pacific Ocean?
California gold
Is
field.
ultimately
What do they
what
mean?
brings Congress into conflict.
Gold
That
field
is
with
what
gold?
activates the Civil War.
Some of the most prominent features on our map originate in the fight over slavery.
Anyways.
The Texas
Oh,
Panhandle.
darn it. Forgot
What
to.
Texas has to
Sorry.
do is
Nope.
get a
No
haircut. It
copyright.
needs to lose everything worth
Alright.
of 3630 to become a state.
Oklahoma's panhandle is formed from part of what's left over.
Sorry, I'm just
doing-
now I know.
Look at
Virginia
Virginia.
and West Virginia split apart.
That
Even the
means
District of Columbia changed
slush.
as
This
Arlington
was a
and
I know.
withdrew to Virginia over the rights
That's
of freed
funny.
slaves.
Anyways, so
Aiden,
thank you for watching our podcast, guys. Now subscribe.